enough tribute videos with people coming back to Winnipeg. Will be hard not to get emotional watching the one for Wheeler tonight.
Yeah, I think so. There's I think it's just you just think about all the times you had with them. Spent 11 years. 11 years of my life with them, and a lot of really fun memories, a lot of really fun, exciting games, a lot of good times, tough times, and you're side by side with them throughout it all. So, it definitely will be tough to keep the emotions in, but obviously super proud to know him and have him as a friend, and lucky, you're very lucky to have him there.
Mark, I'm not sure how everyone's travel schedule was yesterday, but did you guys get a chance to see him at all?
Yeah, we saw him last night, so it was good to see him and just talk a little bit. Obviously we've been kind of all over the place, getting back late the other day, so not a whole lot of time at home before we head back out there, but it was obviously good to see his face and give him a hug and check in and see how he's doing.
Mark, are you at peace with the fact that Blake, his tenure with the Jets ended in the fashion that it did? Because I think that a guy that was with the team that long, that was in the community that long, would have liked to have ended things on perhaps a different note, more on his own terms.
Yeah, that's kind of the business side of things. That's not kind of all I'm there is a friend and that's just the business side of the game. But for me and him, it's just we're friends. We're there for each other through thick and thin, and that'll always be the case.
What kind of response do you think the crowd will give him? Because there will be a tribute video for sure.
I think a great one. He was an absolute warrior for this team. He did it all. He obviously unbelievable passing. Gave me a million tap-ins, and an amazing player, hardworking player, a guy that grinded through more injuries than anyone knows, and played through it all, and was a big part of this team through all the good times, and was our leader and was the guy that we all look to, and we were all very lucky to have had him as a captain and have him as our leader and learn from him, and I know I'm very lucky that he was a guy in my life that impacted me so much, and I wouldn't be where I am today without him.
Mark, yesterday in the American Hockey League, there were a bunch of players that wore neck protection, presumably in the wake of the Adam Johnson tragedy. Is that something you think players' leagues might reevaluate now going forward?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be talked about for sure. Obviously very, very sad. For him and his family. That's I couldn't imagine, and what the people are going through right now. So first and foremost, just thoughts and prayers to his whole family and all his loved ones. And obviously that's something that like when Evander Kane got his wrist cut. Obviously we evaluated more wrist protection and stuff like that. I'm sure there's going to be talks about it, and it'll come down to kind of more individual decision on what to do, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of talks coming up here.
You would have worn one in junior, right, coming up?
Yeah.
And then I got to think with technology, there's maybe ways, whether it's like the turtleneck or something that would be looked at, right, that could be comfortable but also safe.
Yeah, I'm not an engineer, so or equipment guys, so I'm sure there's gonna be lots of talks with the league and with equipment managers and a lot of different clothing companies. We'll just kind of take it day by day with that.
What keeps guys away from wearing the neck guards? Like, is it restrictive? Is it?
Yeah, it's a little restrictive. I'd say it's a little annoying, but I think it's an individual preference. So, if anyone wanted to wear a neck guard, they could wear one. I think it comes down to an individual decision and what to do with that. And I think that's just kind of with a lot of things, right? Like the wrist guard thing as well. It's an individual decision, and like I said before, there's going to be a lot of conversations, I'm sure, over the coming days about how to evaluate that and figure that out.